What's up? What's good? What's going on, family? So, I want to jump in and see what my Sagittarian ninth house collective can expect in the next 48 hours, okay? So, this is what we call the daily increase here on the Manjula Awakening. And even though these are labeled Sagittarius, they are for my collective. So, if you've ever resonated with me on the Manjula Awakening, the daily increases are to increase you in a way that you can make the most of your next 48 hours. Okay. Are there some predictions that take place in this? Absolutely. And the way to get those predictions to be more personal, especially if you're not a Sagittarius sun sign, is definitely to smash that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, but it's also to look in your birth chart and see what's going on in that ninth house. So if you've got Gemini in your ninth house and you notice that this reading has a lot of Gemini in it, then there's probably a prediction for you in it, okay? But that's just the spiel. But let's jump in, y'all. General messages. So let's just take what resonates and bless someone else with the rest, okay? All right, Spirit, let me see clear, concise messages for my collective, for my Sagittarian ninth house collective, Spirit. What is going on for the next 48 hours? So we have 2002, the void. And then we have 2020. Sorry about that, family. But we also have 2020 here at the bottom of the deck, and it does say compassion. 2002, it reads, you have more control over your life than you realize. It's time to learn and execute what interests you. Turn things around. It gets better with time. There are plenty of friends to make. So chill out, have fun, open up, and go outside. So in the next 48 hours, by a collective is definitely being encouraged to not be too heavy, too hard on yourself. Chill out. Don't take things too serious. Open up. Do things that comfort and allow your inner child to play and have fun. I do know that after I do this daily increase, it is my fullest intention to take the rest of the day off and craft with the children today. So, so it says forward thinking on this. And the reason I'm going to mention that is because I got personal reasons to do today, but my inner child needs some attention. So it's like understanding that if I take this time today, there's going to be a residual of it to come. So don't take this day today and gaslight yourself and then create contention moving forward. So understand that by taking the time off today, you're going to have to hit the ground running the next few days, right? That's the forward thinking that I'm feeling like it's coming with this. But it's really time to really do what interests you and not hold yourself back. I mean, don't just jump into it recklessly, because there's definitely this energy of just thank you. Don't be reckless with it, and because it has a counterproductive effect if you aren't prepared. Like if you do what interests you, it does come with consequences. So don't be beating yourself up for doing what feels good. And then on the back end of it, there is some luggage to carry around. Don't be mad at that luggage. Just understand that I got control over unloading this luggage. It just may take a little bit more work because I chose to do this. Take accountability, and it's going to help you navigate. But if you don't take accountability, then your navigation is bogged down a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, look, damn, I can't make this shit up. Adjustments are required. Show the world the real you. I do feel like that there is something about this time frame about being vulnerable and authentically you. Some of y'all may need to go watch that members daily increase. They got a little personal. And I definitely did showcase my own transmutation, what I'm transmuting in life right now at this moment. It did come up in that reading. So some of you all could feel like that you're in a void, and either nuggets that are going to be dropped in this reading, but I definitely feel like that nuggets that were dropped in that members daily increase could actually assist you on your next 48 hours. But let's see what's going on here. And guys, my members, they do receive a daily increase Monday through Friday, or at least that's the intentions, but you know, I'm human. And when she get a little heavy for your girl, I do reserve my energy to help me transmute my personal life. Let's see, Spirit. What is the message here for the for my Sagittarian ninth house collectives? What is the date? What is the message to help them increase their next 48 hours? So I definitely see that they're in the next 48 hours. I definitely feel like that there could be some miscommunication that could be causing some confusion in the next 48 hours. So it is going to require some, like, you guys could really need to go watch that daily increase for members. But because of empathy being here at the bottom of the deck, it's really going to require you to empathize with another person's perspective in order to really properly communicate what needs to be communicated here. But I definitely feel like that some adjustments are absolutely required at this time. So let's see how Spirit, actually, I want to get the archetype that is going to be representing Sagittarius in the next 48 hours. What is the archetype that will represent the Sagittarian ninth house collective here in the next 48 hours? Oh, justice. Absolutely. So this is absolutely about doing, the archetype is about doing like balancing the scales. Okay, that's a beautiful archetype to be into. I do feel like that subconsciously there could be some emotional turmoil that you're feeling. I do feel like that there are some emotional wounds that are coming to the table, and because of that, you may struggle with diplomacy is needed at this time, but I also see that you may struggle with it at this time because of your own emotional issues. Okay, but I do see that the Justice card is here to be your archetype. So that does mean that even though that there may be some subconsciously, you're still willing to do the right thing, to do what is in divine balance. Mercy. I just looked over here and seen mercy. So the Eight of Pentacles, So your internal self for the next 48 hours is the Eight of Pentacles. Your relationships, the King of Pentacles. Dang, if y'all watched Monday's daily increase, the King of Pentacles was in the relationships there as well. Work and career, the Knight of Pentacles. Challenges for the next 48 hours, the Four of Wands. Dang, I think that was, no, the Two of Cups was there. Okay. So where does the Sagittarian ninth house collective find their support in the next 48 hours? The Nine of Swords. There's a situation in your life that you're actually allowing to make you anxious, and it's the perspective in which you're looking at it, because if you can shift your perspective and calm the fears and the anxiety, there's actually support and navigation that is inside of that situation for you. Okay. And it could be with some sort of relationship with the Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Doesn't necessarily have to be, but it could just be some sort of partnership, a relationship that is kind of like, because the Four of Wands is definitely telling me that somebody's relationship and or home life is presenting a challenge in the week ahead. And it could have to do with this King of Pentacles here. Oh, it's not the Knight of Pentacles for work and career. We have the Knight of Cups for work and career. So what that's telling me is that as far as your working career goes, I definitely feel like that you're about to receive some sort of opportunity as it pertains to work and career, and it's going to get your heart palpitating, like it is something that it is a heart's desire. So there's an opportunity coming in from work, and it is something that is going to give you some joy. Okay. So internally, we do have the Eight of Pentacles spirit, and this is saying, this really does speak about the Eight of Pentacles is self mastery, focusing on like it's apprenticeship. It's working on something to perfect it. Okay, so I definitely feel like that internally, you're reflecting on. I feel like that you're being called to use some sort of creative energy internally in order to. And I feel like that if your internal self, your inner self, that inner child, if you can allow that inner child to get creative, okay, I feel like that it's going to help you break through some sort of communication barrier. It's definitely going to help you break through some sort of barrier. And this barrier has actually not allowed you to show up in a diplomatic way. Okay, let's see. The Eight of Pentacles. I do want you to know that you are headed to a brand new beginning. Okay, and it is very tangible. Okay, very tangible. But it is going to require you to address some emotional baggage that may be making this new beginning, like it may be pushing out this new beginning because that emotional baggage may be too heavy. So let's look at this Eight of Pentacles. What's going on with the Eight of Pentacles for my Sagittarian ninth house collective? Someone may have a dog, a little brown doggy. The Seven of Swords is in the reverse. The Seven of Pentacles is in the reverse. And then the Eight of Cups is in the reverse. Absolutely. With the Devil card here at the bottom of the deck. So internally, I do feel like that there are some, very much so, some toxicities. And I'm going to say, and I'm going to call it exactly what it is, toxicities. But what it is it's trauma. It's trauma-based behavior. It's trauma-based survival mentalities that internally in the next 48 hours, you're going to have a conscious awareness. When the Seven of Swords is in the reverse, it is a conscious awareness. It is a confession. It is blatantly seeing some deception. It's blatantly seeing where you've been shortchanging yourself or where you've been shortchanged. And since we're talking about the internal self, I do feel like that in the next 48 hours, there's going to be this blatant awareness to where your toxicity and or your trauma has been causing you to not show up diplomatic and not causing you to show up in a way that is productive for where you're headed. Okay, that's beautiful energy. I do see that that's beautiful energy because that's like, okay, yeah, confirmation. It's like, okay, I don't understand why things aren't moving forward. I don't understand the stagnation. What's going on here? And it's like the reason why there's stagnation is because the adjustments are needed. And the adjustments that are needed is what you're going to blatantly see here within the next 48 hours. And I do feel like that you're going to be deciding to put the work in. The Eight of Pentacles is someone that is actively putting in the work to align with their life purpose. Therefore, that requires internal reflecting, and then not just the reflecting, but the acknowledgement and active work being put in on it. This could have to, and we go from 7 to 8. Okay, so we do the Eight of Pentacles. So 88 and 77, or 78 and 87 could be significant. The Eight of Pentacles is the original card out here. It's clarified by 2 reversal 7s. So this is the resistance to doing the like there has been resistance to doing the reflecting and assessing to prepare to move forward. Now, what's going on in the next 48 hours? The Eight of Pentacles. The work has begun on the self-assessment, the awareness where you've been stopping yourself, and how the Eight of Cups is in the reverse here. So this is unsure of which way to go. So I feel like that now, where you have been unsure of which direction to go because you are putting this work in, it's about to become very clear to you. Beautiful energy there. Y'all, I do have to pause because the computer is about to die. But I am looking at 11:43, and that is 11. That it would be 7:11. Somebody's luck is about to change just because someone is doing the self-reflecting. I do want you to know that. I paused that at 15:01, and I know that it was just because my computer was about to die. But I will say this, when I plugged it back up, my screen just got so bright. So I definitely feel like that someone's world, like the sun is about to start shining in your world just because you are now seeing yourself from a new perspective. And because you're seeing yourself from a new perspective, you're able to believe in the impossible and really just show up authentically and just show the world the real you. Okay. So let's get here. Oh, my heart just fluttered too. Um, let's see, Spirit, what's going on with the relationships for the Sagittarian ninth house collective for the next 48 hours? Why is the King of Pentacles here? It does look like that there is some sort of a King of Pentacles energy that is possibly trying to offer some sort of stability as far as relationships go. This could be a father figure. This could be someone that you're married to. This could be someone that sees you as potential. Let's see, what is this? So we have the Page of Swords in the reverse. So this is, as far as your, yeah, the Devil card is back at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like that there could be a Capricorn that is just watching you, possibly. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, the Tower card. Is this person? This could be an Aries, because the King of Pentacles for me, it is Taurus, Aries energy. The Tower for me is Scorpio, Aries energy. Because it's Mars. The Tower is Mars energy. I definitely feel like the Nine of Pentacles is here in the reverse, and that does speak about some codependencies. And then with the Devil being right here at the bottom of the deck, yeah, confirmation. I got a Walmart order, guys. Let me see. Ooh, that's my buddy. I like when he shops for me. That's my buddy. He always do his best to make sure he give me what I want. Yes. And my son absolutely adores him. And honey, for my son to be as protective as he is of me, I do like that when somebody knocks on my door, my son don't go into who's that mode. You know what I'm saying? I do like that. I don't like to put that stress on my young man. But anyways, I don't know what. Whatever. Let's just whatever. That could be how, okay, so that could be a personality trait of this person that is watching you. You know what I'm saying? This person could be watching to make sure that there aren't any toxicities and or codependencies that still exist within you, because this person, the King of Pentacles, is very much so protective over what they invest in. So this person in your relationships, there could be someone that is not necessarily approaching you because this person wants to make sure that there aren't any toxicities. Once they do begin to approach and invest in you, this person could want to make sure that there's not going to be anything that rocks that investment. Just keep that in mind, okay? So that could, like I already ran those down. So let's see. As far as work and career goes, we're running through this. I will say that this person, this King of Pentacles that is watching, things are getting intense there in that situation, okay? Like this person's desire to invest in this, I do feel like that they are intensifying. But let's move forward to the Knight of Cups for what's going on for you in work and career. We have the Four of Cups. It's in the reverse. Oh, they don't have glue. They don't have any. Bummer. Okay. So we have the Four of Cups. Ooh, They don't have glue. They don't have any. So they had glue sticks, but they didn't have liquid glue. So something is tacky. Something is going to require you to move fast. Okay. Something is going to require you to move fast, and you're not going to be able to have a lot of weight. You're not going to be able to have a lot of weight because when I'm thinking about that glue stick, I know what I bought it for. So you know those little bitty puff balls, they stick well to um like they stick to the glue stick if you're not going to be having a lot of movement around, right? And it'll have a quicker stick. That wet glue, you've got to let it dry. But once it dries, you pretty much got to go and pull it off of there before it fall off, right? Anything, wind can blow it with that immediate stick. I got the glue sticks, but I didn't get the wet glue. So I do feel like that this is something that is going to, with the four of cups in the reverse and the five of pentacles in the reverse, I do feel like that this is going to have whatever is coming in the work and career. It is something that has an immediate gratification, but the longevity of it needs some work, needs some adjustments. Adjustments are required. So this is something in the working career that it is going to require you to, like, you're regaining some sort of interest. And I do feel like that it is like an instant, oh shit. I do feel like that it's some sort of immediately feeling like that the worst of a situation is over. I do feel like that the in order to have this play out for the long term, or to be able to feel benefits of this for more than just an immediate gratifications, it is going to require you to make subtle adjustments and not be too shifty in your energy or something like that. Okay. But I do feel like that there will be an immediate, like you might see a pay increase immediately, but it's like you might get a bonus, but it's not something that is going to get you a raise that is going to be effective on each and every single check. Does that make sense? One more. The Knight of Cups, yes. And yes, it does make sense. Wow. The Six of Wands, yes, it does make sense. The Page of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, it does make sense. But your inner child, or this, like your creative sparks, your creative juices is really going to go. Your potential is absolutely enormous, but don't get caught up in that. Don't get caught up in the whirlwind of those emotions that you don't allow yourself to make the necessary adjustments over time. Okay. See, he don't waste no time. He done already. We 22 minutes in on this recording, baby, and he's already done shopping. I like him, honey. Let's look at the challenges in the week ahead. And I do. I feel like that, I said that before we jumped ahead. I feel like that something is going to like get it done real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, because of how good he is, I don't tip everybody. Everybody that does my Walmart pickup orders, I don't tip. I typically always tip him because he's very efficient and fast. Okay. Like, he don't waste a lot of time. I feel like that's something to keep in mind with the advice that I just gave you with working career. Okay. But anyways, move forward. Let's see, Spirit. What's going on with this challenge here? There's something. Your challenge is assessing what areas of your life really do bring you the stability that you're seeking. There's like, the challenge here is that you may be challenged with looking at a situation that doesn't bring you a lot of stability. And even if it does bring you a sense of stability, it's not the sense of stability that you seek. So they might offer you a sense of stability that you offer your own self. And because you offer your own self that sense of stability, you may find yourself discomfort, challenged within that dynamic. And it is because this person isn't offering you this situation and or person isn't offering you the stability that you're seeking. And that may present a challenge, and that may be hard for you to accept here in the next 48 hours. Okay. Let's see. Why is the Four of Wands here in the challenging position here? So we have the Five of Cups. It is in the reverse. The Death card. And the Empress in the reverse. Absolutely. Y'all, I can't make this shit up. Y'all going to be challenged. The challenge this week is to really ask yourself, like the Five of Cups is acceptance. It's accepting that something is not working, but there's a silver lining in that situation. The Death card. That's about finding the light at the end of the tunnel. The Empress in the reverse is a situation that is not growing. So this is about accepting and putting a situation to an end that is no longer growing. I do feel like that is going to present a challenge for you in the next 48 hours. 313 could be significant. 3 and 4 could be significant here. I do got 3, 4, 5. I will say that's progress. And so in order to have progress, it is going to require you to make some tense changes. And these tense changes may bring about some sort of tension and conflict. Okay. However, when we talked about where you find your support at, I was speaking about if you change your perspective about a certain situation, then there's actually support that you find inside of that situation. Meaning that if you are challenged to bring some sort of situation that isn't really offering you the stability that you seek, if you are challenged with bringing that to an end and it brings about some anxiety, Spirit is challenging you to change your perspective, because if you seek out that silver lining, then it actually offers you some sort of support here, okay? It's like those feelings that you're like, that anxious feeling that you're feeling around letting something come to an end is actually trying to help you deal with some deep rooted anxieties and fears, possibly, that will actually penetrate your life on a grander scale and help you elevate quickly. Okay, let's see. The Nine of Swords. Why is the Nine of Swords here for the challenge? Guys, if at any point in time during these messages you feel like they're resonating, I would absolutely appreciate that thumbs up down below, as I do hope that they help it get circulated out into the YouTube algorithm, as well as give me and my spirit team some feedback and lets me know that we are assisting the collective on transmuting their energy. So the Moon card came out. It did come out in the reverse, and y'all know it through, y'all seen it through me, because something is being revealed here. Okay. So these anxieties that you have surrounding some sort of ending is actually trying to illuminate a truth about yourself that'll help you self-soothe some anxieties. The Ten of Cups and the Justice. I'm telling you, the Ten of Cups is in the reverse, and but the Justice is in the upright. I'm telling you right here, and the Justice is your archetype that is going to be important for you in the next 48 hours. I'm also going to go out on a limb and say I could just be speaking to a Libra that has been watching me, but don't take that as it resonates. It could be, and you could have Libra in your ninth house. You could be a Libra rising. I don't know. Libra just could be somewhere in your birth chart that is affecting while you're here. Okay. A Libra gave me these clarifying cards. That's what's kind of taking me for a loop right now, is that Spirit clearly, like I heard it loud and clear to pick this deck up, not thinking too much of it or anything. But now that I'm sitting here thinking, now that we hear all this Libra energy is showing up, a Libra definitely gave me these cards. So there is something significant with Libra energy here in this reading. I also do have the Empress, and it is in the reverse. So someone's Librian energy could be being balanced out here in the next 48 hours. So congratulations on that, because it's going to help you be more like that means that some sort of karmic retribution is happening on your timeline, which is going to allow you to elevate. But in order to do so, you must be willing to look at the anxiety head on and address it and not run from it. Ooh, my nose is itching. And bam, look, the page of, I mean, the Page of Swords, the Page of Wands is in the reverse. but we have the Ace of Swords. So I do feel like that some sort of bad news gives you the clarity that you need to perfect something internally that allows you to, baby, break free from falling on this Three of Swords over and over and over again. There's definitely some sort of new beginning, a tangible new beginning that is trying to come in for you, but it does require you to step into your charm, your charisma, and confidently embrace an ending. Let me see. Let me see what the Sagittarian Ninth House Collective is being encouraged to surrender at this time. Thank you. Surrender to creativity. I told you I can't make this shit up. Okay. I can't watch it from the beginning. My nose is itching. This is a personal for more than one person. You hear me? It says, let your imagination roar, soar. Stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue your dreams or solve a problem. Surrender to play. Somebody's inner child is needing to be soothed, is needing to be comforted. I told y'all after this, I love y'all and I appreciate everybody that trusts me with your energy. And I promise you, by me taking the rest of the today off, everybody that receives a personal reading after today is going to be like they're going to benefit from that. You know what I'm saying? And I encourage you to take on that mentality. Somebody needs to spend some time with their inner child to soothe it, and it'll help you understand that you can't always be right. The self-care message here from my Sagittarian Ninth House Collective to get them through the next 48 hours. Sovereignty. It says you are the queen or king of your life, so treat yourself like royalty. Okay, take that day off. Risk. Take a chance. Every risk is a success when you're committed to learning and growing. Needs. Do you need more time to yourself? A break from thinking too much? A kind encounter with a friend? Your needs matter, and it's time to honor them. I love it. I love it. Sagittarius, I absolutely love you. And I feel like Spirit is telling me I'm not done yet. I hear you. Archangel Michael, close this message out for my Sagittarian Ninth House Collective. Archangel Michael, thank you so much for joining the table. Can you please help me close this message out? Can you please close this thing out? You don't need my own, just do your thing. Do your thing. Thank you. I love it. This my Ace of Swords in this deck. 33 could be significant here. It says trust the guidance you're receiving. Archangel Uriel has blessed you with a brilliant epiphany. Archangel Michael also is present to clear away your worries so that you can trust your divine guidance. Oh my goodness. And that's a 35 card. So the number 8 could be significant here. I think it is absolutely beautiful that Archangel Michael literally called me into this deck just to let me know, or just to let you all know, that to trust the guidance that is being received in this reading. Pray from an open heart. Spirit is saying prayers really can move mountains. So reach out to the divine with your heart's concern and watch miracles unfold. And then someone needs to know that it's almost over. Your current challenges will soon be resolved and you will be able to look to the future with a smile. You know what? This has been a beautiful reading. I absolutely love you. I hope that you were able to find the guidance that your heart was seeking. If so, we would appreciate that thumbs up down below. Leave a comment to affirm this reading. And don't forget, guys, we all have the power to make a difference. All we have to do is go out here and be great. So be great and go out here and choose peace. I love you.